Are you ready, Ninja Babe? Ready to face your fears, to ignite your passions and break through your limitations? Are you ready to get out of your comfort zone and go after your dreams with unstoppable force? It's happening here on the Ninjababes podcast, the place where women spill it all about self-confidence, courage, and body image. This is where we show our strength. This is the sisterhood where girls gather to empower themselves and each other. Get ready to get rocked, because this is where you come to be encouraged and be transformed in order to live out your full potential. Be proud of yourself, Ninja Babe. Now let's get after it. Welcome to the Ninjababes podcast. Today we have a brand new episode with Kelly and Jennifer from the NNL Worlds Committee. So we're all looking forward to the National Ninja League World Finals coming in February. And today I'm really excited to sit down and talk with Jennifer and Kelly to hear all of the behind the scenes preparation that's happening for this huge event that we're all so excited for. So welcome to the podcast. How are you doing tonight?
Doing really well.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to NNL Worlds, and I know all of our listeners are as well. It's something that's become such a staple in the ninja community, and we look forward to all the ways that it's growing and changing and just spreading throughout the entire country and really all over the world. So what can you tell us about this February's NNL World Finals? We know it's going to be new and exciting. So we're just going to jump on into it and talk about every aspect of World Finals.
Okay, great. Thank you so much again for having us on. We're super excited to be a part of the Ninjababes podcast and also to be on the planning committee for NNL Worlds 2020. Some of the things that we're super excited about for this year are this is the first year where Worlds is being solely hosted by the NNL as an entity without having one of our NNL facilities supporting the process. So we're super excited to take that over ourselves. In addition, this year, we also have tiered seating, which is going to really help with spectator viewing. We have 4 individual skills events that is also a new concept this year. We are allowing more participation in stages 2 and 3, and we have a new overall scoring system called the World's Strongest Ninja.
Yeah, these are all really exciting changes. So even I want to kind of go through each one a little bit more. The new seating, everything that's going to be different, even just about the way that we get to view the competitions. I feel like the way that you're describing it, it's going to feel a whole lot more like a stadium atmosphere where you're able to really see everything that's going on the course without having to stand right close to the sidelines. Is that kind of the feel that it's going to be?
Yes. So our goal is to really provide adequate tiered seating that will provide unobstructed views of the different courses without having it feel congested at the same time.
Right. That's going to be awesome. So as far as the levels for stage 1, 2, and 3, I know that this year that's going to be the stages and then also the World's Strongest Ninja competition happening at the same time, which will incorporate all of the scoring from the individual skills challenges as well as your placement through stages 1, 2, and 3 if you make it on that far. So can you just explain a little bit more in depth, how does the point scoring work then in conjunction with the stage 1, 2, and 3, like the more of the traditional tiering for how furthest, fastest, and all that?
Sure. So I'll start with the traditional 3-stage event, and then Jennifer, maybe you can hop in on the skills event and the World's Strongest Ninja scoring. So our traditional 3-stage event is going to remain how it's been for the last few years. So only the athletes that clear each stage will move on to the next stage and remain in the running to become world champion. But an aspect that we are especially excited about for this World Championships is the World's Strongest Ninja, which will be an overall score combining your scores on each of the 4 individual skills events with your runs on each of the 3 stages. So Jennifer, do you want to talk a little bit about the skills events?
Sure. Yeah, we've recently released the 4 different skills events that we're going to be having. They're titled Full Swing, Step by Step, Over the Ledge, and Climb the Ladder. So the Full Swing is going to be consist of laches and not necessarily like bar to bar. It could be a variety of holds. Step by step will be more of an agility type obstacle. Over the ledge is going to be your typical cliffhanger, and climb the ladder is going to be a salmon ladder for the adult categories, and it'll be modified for our youth categories.
Wow, that's really exciting. I'm so pumped to hear what the 4 skills will be. So I don't know how much you're allowed to tell me now or tell us as an audience now, but I was just wondering, for the skills, each ninja gets just one shot at the skill, correct?
That's right.
So then does that mean that it's kind of furthest fastest for that skill as well?
Yeah, there will be a time limit on that just because of the number of competitors that we're running through it. So unfortunately, you do only get the one chance.
Okay. And then for something like salmon ladder, I don't know if this is how you're doing it, but in my mind, I'm imagining it similar to what we've seen on A&W before, or even just like the concept of how many rungs can you get in this allowed amount of time? Is it something like that?
Yes, that's my understanding. Kelly, is that correct?
Again, I believe so. So we actually are a little bit removed from the course design and the skills events design just because we have our own family members competing. So we've chosen to kind of step back from that and allow the people who don't have a conflict to take the lead. But yes, that is our understanding, is that there will be a time limit, and depending on how the obstacle actually functions within a time limit, it will be how many moves, how far you can go through the time.
Okay, so like how much was completed in the time allowed, basically.
Correct.
Okay, that's really exciting. I'm sure like once we all get there and see the obstacles, everyone will have like a million more questions, but that's really fun to look forward to.
So just to jump in there, we're really hoping to make it very clear for people what to expect, especially when they get to actually show up at the event. So the rules and the formatting will all be very clear and communicated well to the athletes.
Right. And then I'm sure something else ninjas will be wondering is just about, I had read in your frequently asked questions that your scheduled time to participate in a skills obstacle would be scheduled separately from your actual run time for the course. It wouldn't like bump heads with each other.
Right. We're definitely coordinating it so that it's not going to be an issue to conflict, and we are separating these out by waves.
Okay, that's good. I'm sure ninjas will feel at ease to know that that's something that's been thought of, because scheduling and having enough rest time between doing these different events, I'm sure is going to be really important to every ninja who's competing.
Absolutely, and that's what we're making sure to do.
So I'm really excited for all the skills events. I think it's just going to add so much more to the World Championship in general. I'm just excited because I know as a ninja, sometimes, you make it all the way to Worlds and then you go out early on an obstacle and you weren't expecting to. And it could just feel like a letdown, like, oh, I came all the way here and I did all this and now it's just over. But this is a great addition. It's something for ninjas to look forward to. It's another part of the competition. And like, I would love for you to explain more. It's just about all of the point system and the rankings for World's Strongest Ninja. It's just so much more to incorporate into the competition and so much more to look forward to.
Absolutely. We are super excited about World's Strongest Ninja scoring and what that means for the athletes. So without compromising the World Championship run, which will remain the traditional format of furthest the fastest, where you must complete the stage in order to move on, we wanted to do an overall score called the World's Strongest Ninja. And within that, we will be moving on at least the top 35% of athletes from stage 1 will move on to stage 2. And then at least the top 20% of athletes on stage 2 will move on to stage 3. Now, if the athletes that are moved on with those percentages didn't actually clear the previous stage, then they'll no longer be in the running for world champion. However, they will be competing to increase their overall score for the World's Strongest Ninja scoring system, which will take those course runs and combine it with their score on the 4 individual skills events into one overall score, World's Strongest Ninja.
Mm-hmm. So then will there be a named winner for just overall, or will it be like a winner for stages 1, 2, 3, and then a winner for World's Strongest Ninja?
There's the 4 skills, and then there's the
Right.
traditional world champion, so that's 5, and then you add the world's strongest ninja, which is the overall score, as 6. So there's really 6 podium awards.
And that would be 6 male, 6 female?
Correct.
Okay.
And
Cool.
that's each division and gender, yes.
And so then will that also be for every single age group?
That is for every single age group, yes.
So then this year for course design and all of that, I know you explained that the NNL World Championships this year isn't run by a specific gym, but actually by a Worlds Committee. Can we expect there to be like a lot of new obstacles being built specifically for World Championships, or will it be more of like a hodgepodge of what we've known in the past?
So I have witnessed some of the testing for Worlds, and there are definitely going to be some new things unveiled at Worlds.
So exciting.
It is super exciting. I just, obviously.
Yeah, I know you can't. Yeah, I know you can't say
yes,
too much.
But it is great to know that we'll be able to see new things that have been well tested. I would like to I'd like to throw out there. We're really working on extensive testing this year for the World's course design.
Yeah, and every year we know just gets better and better. It's fun to hear like the behind the scenes like inner workings of what's happening. So it's cool even that everything's being tested already, which I guess it's really not that far away now. It's January. Do you happen to know any statistics like how many NNL gyms are there throughout the country or the world, or how many qualifying competitions have there been leading up to Worlds?
So I could get you the number on the actual NNL facilities, but right now I believe the total number of qualifiers we have on the books this season is just a little over 100. I think we're sitting around 103 right now. There have been a few added recently, but that number is pretty close.
Yeah, it's great to see how the National Ninja League has grown over the years, and it seems like every year there's more regions, more NNL facilities spread out throughout the country, and it's just really exciting to see how it's growing and adding and contributing to the sport. The NNL Worlds Championship Committee started after Worlds last year. Do you feel like this will be something that will continue to grow in years to come?
I think it will be. I think I would like to see the committee continue, whether the members of the committee stay the same or are changed. I think it's a really good format for planning Worlds. This is, like I had mentioned, this is our first year doing it solely as the NNL entity ourselves. And so it is a learning process for how to put, the best plan in place. But I think we really have come together well as a team, and I think we've laid a great groundwork for the World's planning for years to come.
Yeah, it's exciting to just continue to look forward to the future. One thing I wanted to mention was you had mentioned to me earlier that any ninjas that are coming to Open Gym at Level Up on Friday, that there's something special that they could participate in as far as registration. Did you want to explain that a little bit more?
Absolutely, but I'm going to pass it off to Jennifer because she actually is one of the owners at Level Up.
That's right.
Oh.
So what's great about what we're doing here, we'll have open gyms. We have those sessions already up on the World's website where people can go ahead and sign in for one. But what's great about what we're doing this year is we're offering World's registration while they're at the open gym session. So the parents bringing their kids, they can let the kids just go do the open gym, and they can go ahead and check their kid in while they're there at the gym, and that can eliminate any waiting time at the venue later that afternoon. They can just get that out of the way while they're already there.
Yeah, that's so great. It's an awesome way to alleviate the line and just help things move along smoother. Yeah. So then would any competition be starting Friday night, or is everything actually getting started on Saturday?
That will depend on our registration numbers. If we get high enough, we will have to do a wave on Friday.
Yeah, I actually just saw that email come out today, and I wasn't sure if that meant any competitor could be possibly put into a wave on Friday, or if that was like anyone who's starting to compete now, I would imagine, unless you're winning every qualifier, you'd probably be on the lower points spectrum. Is the run order still being ordered by how many points ninjas have accumulated?
Yes, it is. However, we are asking that people register in order to kind of guarantee themselves a spot on Saturday. We are still filling spots for every course on Saturday, which will then be sorted by accumulated NNL points throughout the season. But at a certain point, when depending on the number available for each course, if we have to move over to Friday, then it will be the people who registered after the cutoff will move over to Friday.
Okay.
So we're using that as an incentive to get people to register in a timely manner so that we can make appropriate budget decisions.
Hey guys, it's Casey Rothschild here for Neighborhood Ninjas. Neighborhood Ninjas is a nonprofit which works to give youth who are facing obstacles in their lives access to Ninja Warrior training and competition. As many of you know, the National Ninja League World Finals are coming up this February. This year, they're in Greensboro, North Carolina. Going to finals can be extremely expensive for all of us. Between flights, hotels, and just the competition fee, it does not give access to kids and adults across the country who wish to compete as well. Here at Neighborhood Ninjas, we're raising money to give $150 scholarships that will lessen the financial burden on families trying to send their kids to finals. Last year, we were able to give over 20 scholarships to NNL finals, and this year our goal is to provide scholarships for 45 youth and some adults. If you'd like to donate or apply, you can go to www.neighborhoodninjas.org, or you can follow the link on the Neighborhood Ninjas Instagram page, which will direct you to our website as well. Thank you all, and hope to see you at finals.
Ninjas, we're getting closer and closer to February, and that means the National Ninja League World Championships will be here before you know it. Are you ready? Do you feel like you're sleeping enough, training how you want to, getting enough nutrition and eating well? All these things we know are so important when you're getting ready for competition. Well, if you feel like you're lacking in any of those areas, our sponsors can help you out. Propello Life makes whey, vegan proteins. They make amino acids, electrolytes, everything that you need to fuel your workout and to feel great. So if you feel like your training has gotten to that place where you're always training in the evenings and you don't feel pumped up and ready, they've got some all-natural energy and focus blends that can give you that pre-workout punch that you need without taking in weird chemicals and additives that you feel sketchy about. They've also got great amino acids and electrolyte blends that I drink every day, whether I'm working out or not that day, because I know that I need my body to be refueled and recovered and have the balance that it needs in order to then take on a workout the next day strong. So whether you're in the midst of your workout or you're recovering after it, Propello Life has got everything you need to work out well and to fuel your training. So at propellolife.com, you can use code Ninjababes, all caps, for 10% off your order, and you'll be supporting the Ninjababes podcast. Our second sponsor, Sleepovation, has been a huge supporter of Ninjas for over a year now. And everyone at Sleepovation wants to know that you're sleeping the best that you can be. So if you need a new mattress or a new pillow, check it out on sleepovation.com. Their unique technology is going to allow you to sleep better and recover more optimally. And we all know as athletes, we need that. We need to know that we've slept the best that we can and the next day we're ready to crush it. When you make a purchase from Sleepovation, you will not only be getting a life-changing bed, but you will also be supporting the Ninjababes podcast and all of the workshops and events that we put on. So head on over to sleepovation.com and use code Ninjababes, all caps, for 28% off your total purchase. And don't forget, all of the links of websites that we're talking about today can all be found in the show notes of this episode. So whether you're looking for links to the National Ninja League's homepage, Sleepovation, Propello Life, or Neighborhood Ninjas, check it all out in the show notes at the bottom of this page. So we all know that NNL is not just here in America, it's actually international around the world. So what is going on in some of our other locations outside of America?
So right now we have 84 approved NNL facilities in North America and 96 when you count our international partners. So we are hosting an international competition on Thursday before the Worlds weekend, which will be held at Level Up. and run by Jennifer and Chad, the owners at Level Up. Jennifer's on the call. Jennifer, you want to talk a little bit about the international competition?
We're very excited to be hosting this at Level Up and to get some international competitors in our facility. We're doing sign-ups now and just encouraging anyone that wants to participate to go sign up. It is free entry for internationals to compete. And we're just really excited to have them there, and we're hoping to be able to offer some open gym as well after the competition.
That's exciting. So then have there already been like qualifying competitions going on at NNL facilities elsewhere in the world besides just this one that's upcoming at Level Up?
Yes, there have. Probably the most famous one is the Barbados Ninja Throwdown in Barbados. And so that was in the spring, and that functioned as a NNL qualifier. And actually, they are going to be one of our sponsors at Worlds this year, and are providing a hotel package to the winners for them to come down and attend the Barbados Ninja Throwdown competition this coming spring.
What? That's an amazing prize.
I know, so cool. I'm like, how can I possibly win it myself?
Right? That's really cool. Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah. So in addition to the meet and greet times, we're also going to be hosting a few different seminars that people will be able to attend. One of them will be a question and answer session with Chris Wilczewski himself about opening your own ninja facility and what that process looks like.
That's awesome.
And then another one that we'll be hosting will be changes to the upcoming NNL structure and season for season 6.
That's awesome. I love getting like insider information. So it's cool that there'll be some seminars like that going on during Worlds. And really there'll be so many different companies and vendors represented at World Championships. I know Ninjababes will be there. Woot woot. So I'm excited to see everyone, and just it's always exciting to like see everyone who's really involved in the ninja scene at large. So if you could share with us some of the other vendors and companies that will be there sponsoring.
So we're very fortunate to again partner with DGS and Monstro for our rigging and obstacles, as well as NinjaWorks, who as a company has always been a great supporter of the NNL. We're super thankful for everything that Carl and his team does at NinjaWorks. In addition to those, we also have the Barbados Ninja Throwdown in Rostraver Hotel coming to talk about the Barbados Ninja Throwdown event and the award package that they'll be offering. We have Ninjababes, which of course we love. And we have some Pro Ninja merch that will be offered by our Pro Ninjas who will be doing meet and greets as well. So there's a few others, but those are the main vendors that we have coming. We will have the customizable t-shirt experience back from last year as well. We're excited to have a variety of different Pro Ninjas join us for meet and greets, including Daniel Gill, Karsten Williams, Najee Richardson, and Alyssa Beard, in addition to Chris Wilczewski and Philip Scott, who will be doing a combined meet and greet for the first time this year. So Philip was a rookie this past season who really connected well with the fans, and we're excited to have him come. So he's worked behind the scenes at the National Ninja League for a while now, and so we're excited to get him out in front this time for a meet and greet.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's going to be neat to see, all the ninjas there who are able to answer your questions and just, meet all the ninjas and be available. That's really neat.
And I'm excited for Chris to be doing it as well. So I've been teasing him for a while that he always blends in at the World's events, because he is always working so hard behind the scenes to make the event happen. And this year, with the committee taking the forefront, I told him that, we'd like to see him more as the face of the NNL and having a meet and greet and hosting these seminars and stuff is really exciting to, that we're taking some of the workload away from him that will allow him to step up and have more interaction with the community.
Yeah, that's huge because, when you run an event, especially when you plan it and you're so enthralled in the whole process of it, it can feel like you don't get that opportunity to really be face to face with everyone who's participating and everyone who has questions and wants to meet you and all that. So that'll be really cool this year to see that change.
Yeah, and we're excited for, to be able to get feedback and questions answered directly from the source, and who knows more about the NNL and what the NNL's vision is than Chris himself.
Absolutely.
So we're definitely needing volunteers for Worlds events. We could not do this without volunteers, and we have some great incentives to offer them. Right now, if you could sign up for one slot, you'll receive an NNL staff shirt. For 2 slots, an NNL staff shirt and a weekend spectator pass. For 3 slots, an NNL staff shirt, a weekend spectator pass, and a Level Up Open Gym pass that can be used over the event weekend. And for 4 slots, an NNL staff shirt, a weekend spectator pass, a Level Up Open Gym pass, and a private volunteer meet and greet on Sunday from 4 to 5 with our Pro Ninjas, which we're very excited to offer. So the volunteer sections are segmented off into 3-hour shifts, running all the way from Friday through Sunday evening. And we have plenty of spaces still open and available for people to volunteer.
And I would imagine that would be a bunch of different type of volunteer positions. Could you just explain what people might be able to do?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we have spaces. We have space for registration. We'll need people in our warm-up area supervising. We'll need someone doing GoPro video on each course. We'll need help in the skills area, and course resetters is very important. Skills helpers, and we've got live stream commentators that we're seeking after as well, and live stream assistants. So just several types of areas to help out and earn some of these incentives.
Yes, and then where can people sign up on the NNL Worlds website?
Yeah, under the Worlds tab, go to Jobs. There will be a volunteers link there, and it will direct you to our Sign Up Genius page.
Awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to Worlds, and I know that all of our listeners are looking forward to it as well. So thank you so much for sharing all the behind the scenes and everything leading up to it. We're really looking forward to how NNL is going to turn out this season.
Thank you.
So the last thing I really wanted to talk about was just kind of understanding both of you, Kelly and Jennifer, a little bit more. How did you get involved with Ninja in general, or NNL, and what made you want to be part of the NNL Worlds Committee?
So my husband, Chad Hohn, he has been involved in American Ninja Warrior since, about season 7. So he is what initially got me involved. And we didn't have a ninja gym anywhere near us, so we were driving 5+ hours just to get to one. So he just decided he wanted to open his own one day, and that's what we did about 3 years ago. And since then, both of my boys, I have 2 boys, ages 9 and 11, have become heavily involved in competing, and they train with their dad, and it's just kind of turned into a family thing. And we joined the NNL last season, and this season we were hosting 3 NNL comps at our own gym, and it just made a lot of sense to get involved. I love the NNL, and I was very pleased to be asked to join in the planning process of the World Finals because I'm very excited about it.
That's awesome. I love when something that your kids get involved in, or your family members get involved in, that can become a whole family effort, and everyone's involved and everybody has part of it. I just think that's so cool. It's definitely right. Family goals for the future for myself.
Yeah, we all love it, and my kids are just they're so fun to watch grow in this sport, and they just love it just as much as my husband does, and I love being there, supporting all of them. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
And Jennifer, one thing that you forgot to mention, that at the NNL, and I know Jennifer is now on the NNL Worlds Committee, but one thing at the NNL that we are very thankful for this year is that Jennifer and Level Up are actually, they're actually the ones who found this venue and brought it to the attention of the NNL.
Oh, wow.
And so, so they were actually looking into being the NNL facility that co-hosted Worlds. This was before they realized that our vision for Worlds this year was for the NNL itself to run the Worlds event. And so they graciously allowed us to take over their planning.
Oh yeah, we wanted so badly to bring this huge event to Greensboro for obvious reasons, for our own, for our own benefit at Level Up, but just to get this huge event to North Carolina. There's so many Ninja Gyms coming up in North Carolina, and just to bring it a little more down south is very exciting for us. So initially, the World's Planning Committee was full, and I was telling Kelly as soon as she reached out about connecting via for planning the open gym sessions that, hey, don't forget me. I'd love to be involved if you guys need an extra hand. And it just happened to work out about mid-planning process that they had a spot come open, and I was very eager to join. And yes, we're just so very excited that it's going to be here locally to us this year.
Yeah, that worked out really well. That's exciting. Kelly, can you tell us more about your story?
Sure. So just like Jennifer, we also kind of got into Ninja around 3 to 4 years ago and started our own facility, Iron Grip Ninja, up in Michigan. And it was really because our son found an interest in the show and doing Ninja. We kind of started in our training in our basement. And he won his first ever competition, which happened to be a NNL qualifier. And when he left that competition, I turned to my husband and then our now business partners and said, we are opening a Ninja gym. I'm making this happen. Are you in? And we opened our gym 7 weeks later.
Wow, that's impressive.
So that kind of goes along with my personality, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to be on the Worlds Committee. So for better or worse, when I get an idea in my head of something that I think needs to happen, I make it happen.
Yeah. From the times we've talked, it does seem like you have that can't stop me kind of an attitude. Like, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to figure it out.
Yes.
She definitely does. I can vouch for that, just working with her the past month.
That's awesome.
Like I said, for better or for worse, I realize that I recognize that sometimes that, that personality can get you into trouble. But in this case, I think it's an asset for our World's planning team.
Definitely.
That's cool. Well, I feel reassured that we are in good hands, and I really look forward to this February for World Championships, and I know every other ninja out there is doing the same. So thank you so much for spending time and being on the episode with us today. I just appreciate all of your hard work and all of your planning and organizing and everything that's gone into this season. Thank you.
No problem. The community is we're very welcome. It's the least we can do to provide this experience for the ninja community as a whole.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for having us on and helping us spread the word.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
And we
Thank
look forward we look forward to seeing you in Greensboro.
Yes, see everyone in Greensboro. Well, you will both be there, I guess, obviously. It seems like a dumb question, but...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we will.
All right. Thank you so much, Jennifer and Kelly.
Yes,
thank you.
Be strong.
Be you.
Be a ninja babe.